Welcome to Aspire with the Florists. Let's ignite your aspirations together.
Welcome, power seekers and knowledge enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the riveting world of The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, a book that distills 3,000 years of the history of power into 48 unvarnished laws. Stick around to discover how this immoral, cunning, and ruthlessly instructive masterpiece can fascinate and empower you. Meet Robert Greene, the mastermind behind this bold volume. An American author renowned for his works on strategy, power, and seduction, Greene has penned 7 international bestsellers, including The Art of Seduction, The 33 Strategies of War, and Mastery. Greene's 48 Laws of Power is a synthesis of philosophies from infamous strategists like Machiavelli, Sun Tzu, and Carl von Clausewitz. Whether you're looking to gain, observe, or defend against ultimate control, this book offers invaluable insights. Let's explore a few of these intriguing laws. 1. Never outshine the master. 2. Always say less than necessary. 3. Court attention at all costs. Each law is packed with historical anecdotes and practical advice that you can start applying today. Ever heard of the saying, less is more? Law 4, always say less than necessary, is a perfect example of how brevity can be a powerful tool in any negotiation or social interaction. Curious to dive deeper? We've got you covered. Click the link in the description to download your free audiobook copy of The 48 Laws of Power on Amazon with a free trial. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. But wait, there's more. Here's a sneak peek into the audiobook, narrated by the talented Richard Poe.
This is Audible.
Highbridge, a division of Recorded Books, presents The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, narrated by Richard Poe.
Preface. The feeling of having no power over people and events is generally unbearable to us. When we feel helpless, we feel miserable. No one wants less power. Everyone wants more. In the world today, however, it is dangerous to seem too power-hungry, to be overt with your power moves. We have to seem fair and decent, so we need to be subtle, congenial yet cunning, democratic yet devious. This game of constant duplicity most resembles the power dynamic that existed in the scheming world of the old aristocratic court. Throughout history, a court has always formed itself around the person in power. King, queen, emperor, leader. The courtiers who filled this court were in an especially delicate position. They had to serve their masters, but if they seemed to fawn, if they curried favor too obviously, the other courtiers around them would notice and would act against them. Attempts to win the master's favor, then, had to be subtle. And even skilled courtiers capable of such subtlety still had to protect themselves from their fellow courtiers, who at all moments were scheming to push them aside. Meanwhile, the court was supposed to represent the height of civilization and refinement. Violent or overt power moves were frowned upon. Courtiers would work silently and secretly against any among them who used force. This was the courtier's dilemma. While appearing the very paragon of elegance, they had to outwit and thwart their own opponents in the subtlest of ways. The successful courtier learned over time to make all of his moves indirect. If he stabbed an opponent in the back, it was with a velvet glove on his hand and the sweetest of smiles on his face. Instead of using coercion or outright treachery, the perfect courtier got his way through seduction, charm, deception, and subtle strategy, always planning several moves ahead. Life in the court was a never-ending game that required constant vigilance and tactical thinking. It was civilized war. Today, we face a peculiarly similar paradox to that of the courtier. Everything must appear civilized, decent, democratic, and fair. But if we play by those rules too strictly, if we take them too literally, we are crushed by those around us who are not so foolish. As the great Renaissance diplomat and courtier Niccolo Machiavelli wrote, "Any man who tries to be good all the time is bound to come to ruin among the great number who are not good." The court imagined itself the pinnacle of refinement. but underneath its glittering surface a cauldron of dark emotions: greed, envy, lust, hatred, boiled and simmered. Our world today similarly imagines itself the pinnacle of fairness, yet the same ugly emotions still stir within us, as they have forever. The game is the same. Outwardly you must seem to respect the niceties, but inwardly, unless you are a fool, you learn quickly to be prudent, and to do as Napoleon advised, place your iron hand inside a velvet glove. If, like the courtier of times gone by, you can master the arts of indirection, learning to seduce, charm, deceive, and subtly outmaneuver your opponents, you will attain the heights of power. You will be able to make people bend to your will without their realizing what you have done. And if they do not realize what you have done, they will neither resent nor resist you. To some people, the notion of consciously playing power games, no matter how indirect, seems evil, asocial, a relic of the past. They believe they can opt out of the game by behaving in ways that have nothing to do with power. You must beware of such people, for while they express such opinions outwardly, they are often among the most adept players at power. They utilize strategies that cleverly disguise the nature of the manipulation involved. These types, for example, will often display their weakness and lack of power as a kind of moral virtue. But true powerlessness, without any motive of self-interest, would not publicize its weakness to gain sympathy or respect. Making a show of one's weakness is actually a very effective strategy, subtle and deceptive, in the game of power.
So, are you ready to wield the ultimate power? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing book reviews and insights. Let the power games begin.
Thank you for tuning in at Aspire with the Florises. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content.